From the hood to college, both worlds they had to meet. 6 degrees between us, so cold we're about to freeze. But we're Florida boys, hot takes, we bring the heat. We're moving the culture, the engineers to the streets. All right, we are here, baby. Let's go, man. We here to talk about anything. Look. Anything besides Canelo. Look what I got right there. Canelo. I love Canelo, man. I got love for Canelo. That's one of my favorite fighters, but I'm just over the soap opera that they got going on right now. It's kind of overwhelming, man. It's a little overwhelming, man. Everybody has their story for this or for that. Ain't nobody telling the truth, man. Who gonna tell the truth? How can you discern the truth? How can you distinguish the truth from what's a lie? You feel me? It's tough. It's tough. But look, man, if you're on the YouTube side, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, man. We're trying to grow. I think this is the time that we're gonna do it, man. We're gonna do it every I ain't gonna say every day. That's too much. I don't want to do it every day, but at least 3 or 4 times a week at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're gonna go live and just chat with the people. You feel me? Let's go and talk and chat with the people, man. So there's some things we could talk about in the world of boxing. You know, besides the face, besides the face of boxing, besides the cash cow, besides the big dog. You know, who deserves it all, you know, besides Canelo. Yo, Divine Love, what's good? Yeah, besides those, we can still talk about boxing, man. Sometimes we forget that, you know. Sometimes we forget that there's not only one boxer. There's not only 2 boxers. There's not only 3 boxers. Not just your favorite boxer. Not just a boxer you hate. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of boxers out there that need to get the recognition that they deserve. The only way they'll get it is if we celebrate them and talk about them like we talk about, you know what I'm saying? For example, Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, man. Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia had a funny press conference today, of course, which we knew they would. Especially Ryan Garcia, you know, he's funny, just like he was funny in the Tank fight. That's why I tell people so much. It's like I wanted Devin Haney and Rolly Romero, you know, just because the pre-fight and the post-fight, you know, their pre-fight antics might be funnier than it might be better than the fight itself. You know what I'm saying? Because they would have been so funny. But Rolly Romero, Isak Cruz is going to be a good fight. I think Isak wins that, you know, but I see Rolly winning that too, man. And I don't know, it's tough. But I wanted to say, man, I got number of respect and love for Ryan Garcia, man. He's one of my favorite fighters, man. I really like Ryan. I didn't realize how much I like Ryan Garcia. See, I watched him, how he carries himself, man. He's a very humble dude. Always talks about, you know, always gives thanks and praise to the Lord, our Savior, Jesus Christ. I love that. You know what I'm saying? But as far as the skills go, you know, like I said, I'm very adamant. I got to be honest, you know. No matter how much I like somebody, that's not going to dictate how I feel about their skills in the ring. Like, he seems like a good young man, but I think that he loses. I think he loses to Devin Haney. You know, like I said, I don't. It's hard for me to believe that Ryan Garcia could be any of the top guys of the 135 to 140 division. You know, that includes Abdul Tank Wahi, formerly known as Gervonta Davis, or still known as Gervonta Davis, Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez, Subriel Matias, Shakur Stevenson. I'm missing somebody. Shakur Stevenson. Oh yeah, Ryan Garcia and somebody else I was gonna throw in the mix too. I don't know. I'm not sure he even beats Josh Taylor. So yeah, I'm not sure. But as far as likability, man, Ryan Garcia is a very likable young man, bro. I feel like if you don't like Ryan, man, you kind of a hater. You know, I ain't gonna lie. Like, what does he do wrong? Ryan left hook is crazy, but he needs to put in more work with the foot. Yeah, facts. No, I'm not saying I like him. This is very careful. I said I like him. I like him. He's not. I don't like him because I think he's the best. I like Tank because I think Tank is the best at that. Out of those guys, I think, like I said, I think he's the worst skill wise. Out of the top contenders, I think he's the worst skill wise. But as far as likability goes, by the way, bro, I'm just love for Twitch. Okay, you're just love. Okay, bet. Divine Love, just love. I like your names. Always catered around love, man. That's dope. Thank you for letting me know. Yes, appreciate. Please hit that like button on the YouTube. It really helps a lot. But yeah, I like Ryan Garcia, man. He does need to put in more worker. Sometimes people just hit their ceiling too. I don't know what his ceiling is, you know. We're gonna find out on 420, you know, because they gonna bring the smoke. For those of you that indulge, I'm gonna just be cool with the smoke in the ring. Some of y'all gonna smoke outside the ring and watch the smoke inside. I'm gonna just watch the smoke inside because I don't smoke. But yeah, I think Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, and I really want to shout out Ryan Garcia because look at him today, man. B Hop, who I like, B Hop, shout out to both men for being gracious in their embrace and, you know, forgiving each other. Dang, B Hop is what, 30 years Ryan Garcia senior, right? Ryan Garcia initiated the forgiveness and the embrace. You know what I'm saying? That takes a lot to humble yourself in front of. He came out with 6 girls and a king throne chair, and the man was still humble enough to initiate, you know what I'm saying, an amends between the two men. And shout out to Bernard Hopkins because he could have been a butthole and denied him because it looked like he was initially wanted to deny him, but he accepted it and they moved forward. You know, that's what grown men do. Not saying you always have to do that because some people don't. You know, you just ignore them. You know. And you don't have to be cool with him, but shout out to Ryan Garcia. Some people question it. There's always critics, and, you know, skeptics that are, you know, who are going to be cynical and, you know, and think, oh, his ulterior motive is just he's just doing it for the publicity or whatever. But what does he get out of apologizing to Bernard Hopkins and squashing whatever they got going on, whatever it was? Maybe after Tank fought, he woke up. I want dude to surprise us. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, Divine. I would love for Ryan Garcia to be the best of that division. I like Tank number 1. But I would like Ryan Garcia to be number 2, but I just don't think he has. I don't think Ryan Garcia beat Subriel Matias. I don't think he obviously didn't beat Tank. I don't think he beats Devin Haney. We're gonna find out. I don't think he beats Teofimo Lopez. You know, I don't think he beats Shakur Stevenson. I don't think he beats those guys. You know, I just don't. I don't think it's his. I think they're above him skill wise, but But that's the thing. You got to respect Ryan Garcia, bro. Ryan Garcia, after Devin Haney, whether he wins or loses, he's the only one out of those 6, out of the big 6, if you want to call him the big 6 or whatever. He's gonna be the only one to fight 2 of them. He fought Tank already. No one else has fought Tank as the top contenders, and he's about to fight Devin Haney. You gotta applaud that, bro. That's what we want, man. Shout out to him. He keep it, you know. He's doing his job. What's up with everybody else? Why is Subriel Matias ain't fight Teofimo Lopez yet? They're supposed to fight. Instead we got that Jermaine Ortiz freaking snooze fest. He was running around the whole time from Teofimo Lopez. He ain't outboxing me. Outran Teofimo Lopez. And shame on Teofimo Lopez for not being able to cut off the ring. You know, especially having that Olympic background. You should have those fundamentals, but that goes to show you that he's just focused on using straight talent and skill. And, you know, that really showed a lot about Teofimo. Jermaine Ortiz kind of exposed him. You know, he exposed himself too because he showed that he didn't want to box. He tried to finesse and pull a fast one over people. You know, but no, you got to fight, bro. Boxing is fight. Boxing is a type of fighting. If you make your opponent miss, but you don't counter them or make them pay for it, then you're effectively making yourself ineffective, just as ineffective as you're making your opponent. Because he was running. He was running so much that he couldn't counter punch because by the time he ran far enough for Teofimo to miss, he could have retaliated himself. That shit was terrible, bro. And I like Jermaine Ortiz. I wouldn't mind if he beat Teofimo. I think me personally, I think Teofimo is the second best. I think Tank is number 1 out of those 6 I named. I think Teofimo is number 2. But after that, I see he don't even know how to cut off the ring effectively. How could I put him over Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney anymore? So he moved down to me. And you could check on my YouTube videos. I always had Tank number 1. I have Teofimo number 2. And I had Shakur number 3. And I had Devin Haney number 4. After that, how could I put him over Teofimo? How could I put Teofimo over Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson? Maybe over Shakur Stevenson because his last showing against Edward De Los Santos wasn't great either. But anybody who gets to the ring deserves respect. Facts. Tell them again. Anybody who gets to the ring deserves respect. Fact. And anybody who doesn't respect them, you know what they are? This is what they are. People pass away in the ring. You know, people die in the ring. Look at Subriel Matias. Maxim. I can't remember his name. Maxim. I can't remember his last name, but rest in peace to him. He passed away fighting Subriel Matias. Look at Anaguchi. Just passed away last month in January from a fight in December. 26 years old, man. They deserve every penny and they deserve respect. Now, some of them are, and we deserve as fans too, to point out when we see some flaw stuff. We see some flaw shit. We see some fugazi activity. Like Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua's the only boxer who I say be ducking, man. I don't really say anybody else is ducking. Anthony Joshua, he's a likable guy too, but it is what it is, man. Like, can you imagine if Deontay Wilder, if there was another heavyweight in their prime at the same time as Deontay Wilder for 10 years and you never fought him? That's what Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua are doing. I don't know why people are letting them get away with this. How the hell has Anthony Joshua been, quote unquote, a top heavyweight, and Tyson Fury, who I think is the best heavyweight of these recent guys is this generation, I think he's the best out of all of them. How the heck did they not fight each other? But people say, oh, well, Tyson Fury ducking, Deontay Wilder ducking. Well, Anthony Joshua also didn't fight Luis Ortiz either. So what's the common denominator? He didn't fight Luis Ortiz back 10 years ago when it was the big four. It was Luis Ortiz, Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder, and Tyson Fury. Anthony Joshua didn't fight Tyson Fury. He didn't fight Deontay Wilder. He didn't fight Luis Ortiz. What's the common denominator? It can't be it can't be everybody else. And then when he did fight Andy Ruiz trying to sneak up out of them, what happened to him? He got whooped anyway. So if you're gonna take your first L, you next round lost to Andy Ruiz because you're scared. Stop it, man. People weren't ducking. Facts. And I think people were, kind of ducking, but like, even with Canelo, I know you might disagree with it, Just Love or Divine Love. I like Canelo. I don't think Canelo's ducking Benavidez. But I think the way that he's going about it, someone says he's ducking, I won't argue. I'll tell you, no, I don't think he's ducking, because I don't think real fighters duck. And be honest, I think Canelo beats Benavidez. But I do think that Canelo acknowledges the risk and he wants to maximize the bang for his buck. But I just feel like everybody he fights now, I cannot give him that excuse, because I think David Benavidez is clearly the biggest money fight. Because David Benavidez has made a name for himself. He's not like Boots. Like, Boots is just trying to ride the coattails, or was, and Boots and his fans were just trying to ride the coattails of Terrence Bud Crawford. David Benavidez has actually established a fan base, you know what I'm saying? And I think, if he loses, I think Canelo's worried about losing his Mexican fan base or being the face of Mexican boxing. But he's the face of boxing overall. But if he loses to David Benavidez, it'll be like a passing of the torch, and I don't think that Canelo's really ready to relinquish that torch. But I think Canelo beats David Benavidez, so I don't even know if it's all that. I just think that maybe he wants to. I don't know. Maybe he wants to get some more film study on him. I don't know, but I do know this. I know people accused Canelo of ducking Golovkin, and I don't think Benavidez is the bigger threat to Canelo than Triple G was. So I remember those days, because that's I remember I was going for Triple G, and I was like, oh yeah, man, Triple G is Canelo's ducking him. But Triple G started boxing late, and he got into people say he was old, but he was always old. He started pro boxing late, in the mid to late 20s. Triple G didn't get big till 2015, 2016, something like that. And then Canelo fought him in 2017. So what's the problem? He like, people get so real, they forget about the business side. Like, I don't care about the business side. I just want to see fights, but it is what it is. You can't ignore facts because you want to get emotional. I want to see Boots and Bud fight, but Bud has articulated very clearly that he don't want to fight Boots, because Boots doesn't bring anything to the table monetarily. So you got to respect it. It is what it is. You ain't going to change the reality. I want to see a fight. I want to see Canelo and Benavidez fight too. But to make up narratives like Canelo needs Benavidez for his legacy, no, he does not. With or without Benavidez, unfortunately for us, Canelo is an all-time great. Canelo retired right now. He's an all-time great. So you could question his legacy. Do I want to fight Benavidez? Hell yeah, I do. We're going to see when it happens. I definitely think it looks bad if he fights Berlanga. I'm not going to lie to you. It looks bad. I don't care about the Puerto Rican-Mexican dynamic that they have between them. That's going to, because boxing loves to have the ethnic or the cultural differences, explore that dynamic, especially like the little ignorant, casual fans who love that. I just like good boxers. I don't care what age, gender, ethnicity, complexion. I don't care about none of that. Religion, I don't care about none of that. But that's just me, though. I don't. I like Canelo because Canelo's a freaking dog. That's why I like Canelo. It's not because I have a Mexican grandfather or something like that. Like, and I like Terrence Crawford because he's a dog, and because he's my cousin or something like that. I like fighters that I like. I like Ryan Garcia because I just like his attitude and stuff like that. So as a fighter, I like that Liam Paro kid out of Australia. I just have like certain fighters that I see stuff in them, like Junto Nakatani. I ain't got no Asian or Japanese brethren, like siblings, or nothing like that. But I like Junto Nakatani because he's good. We just want to see some. I just want to see some hands, bro. Without all the politics, man. But it's politics come with it, like I said, so you can't ignore it. But to make these narratives that people are doing this and doing that. But I do think Canelo leaving PBC looks bad on him because, and people are saying, oh, PBC didn't have the money or whatever. It might be true. I don't know. You know, PBC said that they offered this. The Canelo's team said they didn't. I mean, it just doesn't really make sense if you just look at the facts. PBC has David Benavidez, Terrence Crawford, Jamal Charlo, and Canelo. So if Canelo, we already know Canelo does what he wants. So if he wanted to fight Benavidez, he would have fought him. It would have been easier to fight him at PBC. So he doesn't want to fight him, and that's cool. You know, as much as I like Canelo, I'm not going to ignore facts. You don't want to fight Benavidez. What the reason is why you don't want to fight, I'm sure I don't know. You know, I'm sure I don't know. You know, but you can't on one hand say that Canelo does what he wants, and then in the same breath you say that the reason why he's not fighting this person, that person, because somebody else's fault. No, he calls the shots. So whatever he does or does not do is up to Canelo. So whether something comes into fruition or it doesn't, that's Canelo that did that. But yeah, I want to just see some hands, bro. I want to see some hands. Like I'm excited. I know I said I wasn't going to talk about Canelo. Look what we're doing right now. So Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney had their big press conference today. Their first press conference. That was dope. They were on First Take. Ryan Garcia also went on our Breakfast Club. I thought it was good interviews and stuff like that, man. Entertaining. He has some big dreams, aspirations. Like I said, I don't think he beats Devin Haney, but he's talking about he wants to fight after Devin Haney. He wants to fight. Did he say Super Matias? Anti-Afimo. Yeah, he said he don't really want to fight Shakur because Shakur boring. I don't blame him. But you know, I'll like. But he said he'll think about that too, man. That'd be dope, man. Like we want people with the mentality of Ryan Garcia. You know. Yeah, like I said, I really like Ryan Garcia, man. Where the hell is Ty? I really like Ryan Garcia, bro. He's a. If more people had that mentality, boxing would be sweet. And then also we got Tank versus Frank Martin. I don't want to hear nobody talk nothing about Tank because I'm not saying that you can't talk trash, but you got to be factual. And Ryan Garcia, what was all the hype? This is nothing that made me so mad. I even made a YouTube video about it. I hate when people say, "Oh, Tank only fights Hispanics," because it's funny. Because then they'll say, "Oh, he only fights Hispanics, particularly Mexicans." I'll be like, "Why?" I said, "What does that mean? Are you trying to make it seem like Mexican fighters can't fight?" Like, no, but he's just tailor-made for him. No, bro, there's good Mexican fighters, there's good Hispanic fighters, good white fighters, good black fighters, there's bad black fighters, bad white fighters, bad Hispanic fighters. But, you know, since people want to go with that narrative, he is fight. They say, they want to see him fight a slick black boxer. Well, he's fighting a slick American black boxer in Frank Martin. So everybody should be happy. But guess what? People still aren't happy. They're saying, "Oh, Frank Martin barely won his last fight." Did you watch his last fight? Barely won is a grotesque exaggeration. He won. Did he knock him out? No. You know what I'm saying? Was it did it give him a little trouble? Okay. But to say that he did, if you think that he didn't win that fight, then you didn't watch it. You just read that he won by decision. So you're saying that. You know what I'm saying? Frank Martin is a good fighter. He quote unquote got the best of Tank and sparring, which you know everybody these days everybody beats up Tank and sparring. So you know what's new. But I don't like when they really disclose the sparring. I think, you know, me boxing, when I box as an amateur, even I know that. Like, it's just, you know what happens in the gym stays in the gym, kind of like Vegas. You know what I'm saying? You don't disclose that as like a brotherhood, but everybody wants clout these days and internet love and likes, and attention, which you can't really blame them. That's what it's going to. And that's why I like Liam Paro. I never forget. I was watching Liam Paro, the Australian guy I was telling you about. He's also in the 135, 140 division. Liam Paro, man, this is what made me start liking him. I saw him fight one time before, but I was like, okay, he's pretty good. But then I saw an interview. I can't remember who. It was either Fight Hype or somebody. And they were asking him. Was it Fight Hype? I think so. Could have been YSN Media too. I don't know. But anyway, it was an interview. And they asked him about his sparring with Shakur Stevenson and David Haney. And they were like, he's like, yeah, I spar both of them, man. That's some good work. They're like, oh, how'd you do? He was like, he just looked and he said, hey, you know, I don't like to talk about sparring sessions, you know. But you could tell. He was at the interviewer was trying to prod him and saying, "Oh, it looked like you did pretty good, you know." With Spur, he said, "Yeah." He said, "You know, we just both got some good work, you know. I held my own." He said, "But as far as how it went down, I don't like to talk about that, bro. I just instantly gained so much respect for him, man. Like, that's how it should be, man. Stop disclosing stuff and running for attention, man. Like we're men, bro. Like I don't know. That I always liked it. And then after that, I saw shortly after that he went and fought Montana Love and he stopped him. I was like, oh yeah, this man Liam Paro is. I like him, man, out of Australia, bro. I really think he's better than George Kambosos out of Australia. Just saying the Australian fight because George Kambosos in that same division. I think Liam Paro is going to take the mantle. But I was a little worried when they said that him and Subriel Matias are going to fight because I'm not sure if he beats Matias, but I think that fight got called off. I think that's good for Liam Paro. Not saying that he don't want to fight him or I don't know why it got called off. I would like them to fight. When I say I don't want to see him fight, I'm talking about I really want to see him fight. You know, I just saying like I don't want to see him fight because for his career, like I feel like he should step up the competition, but I don't know if Subriel Matias that might be too large of a step. You might want to, you know what I'm talking about? Get you a little somebody that, you know, maybe go fight I don't know. Let me think. Maybe you get the winner, Josh Taylor, Jack Catterall or something like that. Or maybe you get, I don't know, maybe go fight Jermaine Ortiz. You know what I'm saying? And even though after we see Jermaine, I don't think Jermaine Ortiz will fight anybody besides Teofimo like that anyway. Especially now that he lost and he learned. Hopefully he learns his lesson. I think Jermaine Ortiz is a good fighter too. But maybe go fight Jermaine Ortiz or maybe even Zepeda. Zepeda is good, but I'm not sure about his record. He might have a lot of wins. I don't know. We'll see. He hasn't convinced me yet. But I don't think he should fight like Subriel Matias, Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, Tank, anybody right now. I think him and Ryan Garcia would be a good match. But yeah, I think I don't think he needs to rush it. You ain't from Russia, so why you rushing? You feel me? So
what?
So yeah, I think there's a lot of good boxing that's come out. I know this year has been very good for boxing. Like last Saturday, man, we had the triple header in Japan. That was a great fight. It was all it was basically a Japanese card. I called that they were gonna get a sweep and they swept them. Kosei Tanaka beat who was his opponent? Christian Bakasagwa. Christian Bakasagwa. That was a good fight. And then Takuma Inoue, Naoya Inoue's younger brother, you know, pound for pound number 2, Naoya Inoue, behind Terrence Crawford and above Canelo. Canelo's number 3 in my opinion. Terrence Crawford number 1. Takuma Inoue fought Jerwin Ancajas, a Filipino fighter. So yeah, Japan versus Philippines, and Takuma Inoue won with a body shot knockout. That was a good victory. And then of course my favorite Junto Nakatani, who I think is a future pound for pound star. I think Takuma Inoue is in trouble. They're in the same weight division at bantamweight. Hey, I don't think anybody's lining up to fight Junto Nakatani. I'm telling you that right now. I'm telling you right, that dude is bad, bro. That boy is bad, man. When he knocked out Andrew Maloney, like Andrew Maloney got shot. He had knockout of the year, if I'm not mistaken, by Ring Magazine. But Junto Nakatani beat Alessandro Santiago, who just came off of a win, who's a Mexican fighter, just came off a win off of Nonito Donaire, but he won unanimous decision, still a good win. So I think I'm interested to see what's going to happen next. And then Bruce Shushu Carrington is what, 2 weights above bantamweight. But you never know how people might progress and go through their ranks like that. You never know, they might meet up. You know, I think that'd be a good match. I think right now Shushu Carrington only has 11 fights, so I wouldn't count him out, but I mean he's 2 ranks, two weight divisions above them anyway, so you never know how it's gonna catch up. You know, he might always be too big for them, or then they might always be too small, or they might meet, you know, the weight disparity of those smaller weight divisions are what, 2 pounds, 5 pounds, 3 pounds sometimes, so it's not as drastic as the larger weight divisions, you know. So it could happen, man. It could happen. I think Junto Nakatani, I think Junto Nakatani and Takuma Inoue could fight. And then Naoya Inoue might have to bring his back down to go avenge his brother. Because Naoya Inoue is at super bantamweight right now after being Marlon Tapales. So like I said, there's a lot of good boxing, man. We got man, that freaking what they just dropped. That promo trailer for Anthony Joshua and Francis Ngannou, bro. That might be one of the best boxing promo trailers I've seen ever, bro. That joke was fire, man. They had a little video game going in and out of reality type stuff, looked like Street Fighter-esque. It was dope, man. If you haven't seen that trailer, I definitely suggest people go watch that. That was a dope trailer, man. If it's not the best, it's definitely the dopest one I've seen in a long time. That Francis Ngannou Anthony Joshua promo trailer was fire. That joke was fire, bro. Yeah, so that fight. Then we have Bivol and Artur Beterbiev, In June, we got Frank and Tank fighting soon. And Ryan, June soon. I'm not a rapper though. We got Keith Thurman and Tim Tszyu right around the corner with Isak Pitbull Cruz and Raleigh Romero on the undercard. It's gonna be a good fight. Shoot, don't be surprised if the undercard is better than the main event. You feel me? What else we got? We got Vasily Lomachenko and George Kambosos coming up. Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia, of course. So many good fights, man. I feel like there's another fight. There was supposed to be a fight last weekend with last weekend we just had Edgar Berlanga and Pedro McCrory, who nobody really knew of. But we saw Andy Cruz on the undercard, which ED did his thing. And then Berlanga got back on his knockout streak. You know, he was on a five fight streak of no knockouts. He started off flaming hot in his career, 16-0 with 16 first round knockouts. He started, and then he kind of tapered off. I ain't gonna say down. He didn't have gone on a decline, but he was going upward trajectory. Then he kind of flattened out, and he might have hit his ceiling too. So that's why I say when he fights Canelo, I wouldn't be surprised if he fights Canelo, because if you're gonna lose, you might as well lose to somebody gonna set you up for generational wealth. Might as well lose to Canelo. You're gonna get whooped. To me, Edgar Berlanga, as far as skill wise, kind of similar to Ryan Garcia. Not that they do the same thing, not that their skills are comparable, but I'm saying as far as being at the top contenders, like Ryan Garcia, he's likable, but I think he's the worst of the contenders skill wise. I think Edgar Berlanga similarly is the worst of the contenders skill wise. Like, I don't think Edgar Berlanga beats Diego Pacheco. I don't think he beats Jaime Munguia. I think those are good fights, but I don't think he wins. I think he gets beats. I think Edgar Berlanga and Jaime Munguia will be a fun fight. Every fight Jaime Munguia is in is going to be a fun fight, because he throws hands with reckless abandon. He throws a high volume of punches, and he blocks with his face. So those are all that's a recipe for a good, exciting fight. But yeah, I think Edgar Berlanga loses to Diego Pacheco. Jaime Munguia definitely loses to David Morrell. Definitely loses to David Benavidez, and I definitely think he loses to Canelo. So I think he also loses to Christian Mbili as well, another guy contender at the super middleweight division. So, but they're all exciting fights, though, man. I'm interested to see. David Morrell said that David Benavidez has been ducking him. I don't know if that's true, but I'm interested to see that as well, man. Interested to see that as well eventually down the line. I mean, David Morrell only has 10 fights, but people say Canelo's ducking him, right? You gotta stop it, man. If you want to say Canelo's ducking Benavidez, I'm cool with that. But he's not duck. He can't be ducking somebody who only has 10 fights. Like, what are we doing, man? Everybody that you want to fight is not, and every fight that you want to happen, if it doesn't happen, it's not because somebody's ducking. Like, stop it, man. We use that word way too frivolously. We lose it way too frivolously, way too whimsically, and way too often, man. Everybody's not ducking everybody, bro. We gotta stop it. Some people are ducking, but like, you want to say Canelo's ducking Benavidez, okay, but ducking Dave Morrell, ducking Jaime Munguia, like, stop it. We gotta stop it, man. Well, I think what else we got, man? Like I said, we got people should be happy about Gervonta versus Frank, Tank versus Frank. I'm happy about that. I want to see it. You know what I'm saying? But I never shitted on Tank for his other fights against his bench, because they were good fighters. I respect Mario Barrios. I respect Hector Garcia. He was a champion when he beat him. I respect Jose Pedraza, who Keyshawn Davis just beat. You know what I'm saying? I respect, especially Leo Santa Cruz. That was one of my favorite fighters coming up. I respect Leo Santa Cruz. So when you say that these guys are fighting weak opposition, like, look how many people you're disrespecting. I guarantee you wouldn't say that those fighters are bad, but because they're on Tank's resume, they're bad. It's like Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney right now, right? Everybody applauds Devin Haney for fighting Ryan Garcia. Tank fought Ryan Garcia. So once again, Devin Haney's chasing Tank's ghost. We got to be honest. Even with what's the other guy that they have in common? Dang. They have another guy in common, bro. Anyway, it don't matter. Tank fought him first, and then he said he wants to fight after if he beat Devin Haney, if he beats Ryan Garcia, he wants to fight Mario Barrios, another guy Tank fought. Like, come on, man. Hold on, I'll be right back. My bad. I had to check on my dogs. But yeah, so it's like, man, all this stuff. Man, everybody's saying people ducking and stuff like that. Some people do duck, but you just gotta be consistent, man. You gotta be honest. Let me look. Who is the other? Why I can't remember who the other person that Devin Haney them fought. I don't know why I can't think of who it was. What the heck? I'm tripping. It's somebody that people give what's the name credit for? Who the hell? I can't remember who it was. Oh, Gamboa. Yeah, Tank fought Gamboa, and then what's and then Devin Haney fought Gamboa. I just remember right now. And people say that's one of Devin Haney's good wins. But when Tank fights him, he's cherry picking. When he fought Ryan Garcia, he was cherry picking. But now Devin Haney's fighting Ryan Garcia. People excited because their background, their amateur background, right? It's like, come on, now if you want to say, okay, Ryan Garcia had stipulations applied. You know, he had the rehydration clauses or whatever. Okay, you know, but he agreed to those, and it is what it is. Once you agree to that contract, then it is what it is. But I'll take that, whatever. If you want to say that, okay. He just called out, say if he beats Ryan Garcia, he wants to fight Mario Barrios. That's another person that people don't give Gervonta Davis credit for beating. You know, these are just facts, man. So that'll be the third person that Devin Haney wants to fight after Tank fought him. You know, so even though Mario Barrios looked good when he beat Ugas and he had a good fight against Keith Thurman. Or whatever. And then also too, who's the other guy? Who's that other guy Tank fought? Romero is a good fighter, but I don't really give him. You know, that's just everybody knew Tank would win that. But Isak Pitbull Cruz, I think that was a good fight too. You know, that's why Isak Pitbull Cruz is a favorite against Rolly Romero right now. I think Isak Cruz would be the favorite against a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? So like, I just gotta be honest, man. Be honest, man. People be capping, bro. For what? For what? For what? Where's man Ty at, man? I'm trying to get some games in, bro. You find out that man fell asleep. But yeah, I think there's a lot of I'm excited for boxing these next couple of days, man. I mean, these next couple of months, this year, really. There's some good boxing, man. Some good boxing, bro. If you're a boxing fan, you should be. Oh, he's in a party. Oh, okay. He's probably playing already. If you like boxing, man, you should be very excited because there's some fights going. And then, like I said, we were supposed to have Usyk and Tyson Fury on the 17th, but you know that got postponed because Tyson Fury got cut. You know, he probably he's cutting up something else. You know what I'm talking about? That booger sugar. You know, he be doped up, but he's a beast. But he definitely be doped up. But that's fighting. That's gonna go down. And so that'd be a good fight. So there's a lot. That's gonna be undisputed, right? That's gonna be all the belts are on the line, right? It's an undisputed clash. So I think he beats Usyk. Usyk's a good fighter, a game fighter, but I think Tyson Fury's gonna beat him. As long as Tyson, I think the only way Tyson Fury loses to Usyk is if Tyson Fury's, you know, what I'm saying not him at his peak. You know, like him being not taking the fight seriously, like kind of like what you did with Ngannou. You know, and coming with a lackluster performance, you know. But if it's the same Tyson Fury that respects his opponent like he respected Wilder, like he respected and select others, then I think he wins. I think he wins. I'm not gonna lie, I think he wins pretty easily too. I don't know if he's gonna knock him out. I don't know about that, but I think he's just gonna outpoint him, man. He's too big, too strong, knows how to use his range, and Tyson Fury has great footwork. You know, so I think he's just gonna be able to outbox him all night rather easily. But we'll see though. We'll see. I could be wrong. But I don't know if I'll put money on that. But also too, we got Terrence Crawford. We got news of Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford seems to be. What's up, hey, my boy? What up, Lenny? It seems like Terrence Crawford is officially moving up to 154. What's been announced. That means it's going to put him in a mandatory position to fight the winner of Keith Thurman and Tim Tszyu. Which, like I said, I'm leaning towards Tszyu. I'm thinking Tim Tszyu is going to win, but I'm not sure. It's heavily dependent on what kind of Keith Thurman we see. But with Keith Thurman moving up to 154, It's his first time being at that weight, and he's coming off a 2-year hiatus. 2 years of inactivity. I just find it very hard to see him being Tim Tszyu, who's a bigger man, more active man, and the younger man. But I could give him a get out, man. You farting, bro. You can't be in here busting ass. I'm trying to be on the mic. Don't bring your ass back in here if I put you outside. But yeah, I just I think it's very hard for me to believe that, But like I said, I'm not super convinced either because I haven't put money on it. But if I was to put money on it, I'd put money on Tim Tszyu. My boy Lenny in the building, man. My dog love coming in here and just farting, bro. Come straight in here and just poop. For what? I want to smell your funky ass, man. I'm finna put you outside. You get on my nerves, man. But yeah, I just think Tank beats Frank. I feel like if Tank beats Frank Martin, he has to. This is a step up according to other people. I don't think it's really a step up. I think it's a good fight. He's been fighting good fighters, but if he beats Frank Martin, then we're gonna see what the next move is. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna see what the next move is. Whether it's gonna be one of Shakur, Subriel Matias, Teofimo. Teofimo trying to get Terrence Bud Crawford. I think that's a good fight from an event standpoint. I think Terrence Crawford beats the hell out of Teofimo Lopez. But I think the event of it, the spectacle of it, I think it'll be good for boxing. But it won't be good competitively. I think Terrence Crawford would beat the hell out of Teofimo Lopez, man. Especially after what he saw with Jermaine Ortiz. He's not ready for that. That boy is not ready. That boy Teofimo is not ready. Not even a little bit. Not ready at all, man. But I do like his heart, though. I do like Teofimo. That's one thing I would not take away from Teofimo. I would not take away his heart. You know what I'm saying? He seems to have some heart. At least that's what it seems like. That's what it seems like, man. That's what it seems like. My boy Lenny B in the building, man. Please don't forget to like the video if you're on the YouTube side. It helps out the channel a lot. Don't forget to hit that like button. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? And smash that bell, turn on notifications as well, man. We dropped 2 YouTube videos today. 2, not 1, but 2. We always dropping videos on the daily. You know my team. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button. Smile. And
shut up, bitch!
Oh my God! My bad. I had to do it one time. Oh, man. Yeah, as always, if anybody wants to join the Discord, you can feel free to join the Discord. We can talk about whatever boxing topic you want to talk about. Or if you want to talk about something else, you can get it in. Yeah, man. I think boxing, if we don't focus on one person or one thing, we know there's a lot of good things going on in boxing now. It's not at the top. It's not at the top as it should be, or as I think it should be. But there's a lot of good things. If you are to focus on negative, focus on quote unquote PBC, ship sinking, Canelo ducking, people not fighting the fights that you want to see. I mean, there's plenty of fights I want to see. I mean, I watch boxing, so I don't know. Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez has talked about moving up to bantamweight. I don't think that's a good move, but hey, he's a future Hall of Famer. I'd love to see him fight Takuma Inoue. Maybe he could fight Jason Maloney. Maybe he could fight Junto Nakatani. You know what I'm saying? All these fights. Maybe there's some fighters out there. Maybe he could fight Emmanuel Rodriguez. You know what I'm saying? All these are good fights. So it just matters what you're watching. You know what I'm saying? If all your interest is only in one person, then of course, when that one person is not fighting, then boxing sucks for you. But it's like watching the NBA, and you only interested when LeBron plays. Well, if LeBron don't make it to the finals and the playoffs, or if you don't make it to the playoffs, forget the finals. If you don't make the playoffs, then the playoffs gonna suck for you. But me, I like basketball. Of course, there's some players that I want to see more than others, but I'm watching basketball regardless. You know what I'm saying? And so my interest is not predicated off of 1 or 2 players, or 1 or 2 boxers, or you know what I'm saying? I like the sport, and then I find the athletes that play the sport that I like, and I start to like them. If I'm fond of their behavior or their actions or their performances, but I don't. There's no boxers that I like more than I like boxing. At one time when I first started watching boxing, maybe that was the case. Like, you know, I didn't know. I just liked this athlete. You know, I was a jit. You know, but I like boxing, man. So as long as there's boxing fights going, I'm gonna be watching. You know, now there's some fights I'm not interested in, but shit, you talking about even Clarissa Shields? We just saw Clarissa Shields. She just won her matchup against DeSantis. What's her name? Kelsey DeSantis. That was a good fight. You know, now she 2-1, man. Clarissa Shields is the GOAT, bro. She is the GOAT. And people be talking about, oh, why she keep calling out Keith Thurman, which I think it's a little silly that she calling out Keith Thurman, but it really gets on my nerves when people be talking that silly shit. Oh, they should let Keith Thurman beat her up. It's like, bro, like I feel like every time I hear a man say that, I just in my head I just be like, nigga, you's a bitch. I ain't gonna lie. Any man that wants to that gets excited about the thought of a man whooping on a woman, you a bitch to me, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, you gotta think. Like, I just want to know. First of all, Clarissa Shields, she's a female boxer. Women boxing doesn't really get that much attention. You know what I'm saying? Like, how many people watch Michaela Mayer versus Natasha Jonas? I did, because I love boxing. But even then, I'll be lying if I said I was interested in women boxing as much as I am in men's boxing. I'm not. But I still like it. I still like Katie Taylor. I like Clarissa Shields. I like Alicia Baumgartner. I like Michaela Mayer. I like Natasha Jonas. So I will watch. However, not too many people do. So she's just doing that as a way to keep herself in the media, keep her name up. If women's boxing was doing good, she wouldn't have to be at MMA right now. You know, she just fought on the MMA card, PFL, this weekend. You know what I'm saying? She's 2-1. She has 3 fights in MMA, man. She's over there being dominant in boxing and then going over there being good at MMA, bro. That's unheard of, man. She gets a ground game, it's over. It's over, bro. You know what I'm saying? People need to celebrate her, man, instead of talking about what she doing with Keith Thurman. Do I think that she thinks that she could really beat Keith Thurman? I don't think so. I think she's just trying to keep her name in the spotlight, and maybe her and Keith Thurman are cool or whatever. You don't mind it. I don't know, but people really getting offended. It's like, bro, you a sucker, dog. All right. Where was his energy when Ronda Rousey was calling out Floyd Mayweather? Not only was Ronda Rousey calling out men, she was calling out men from another sport. They're not even the same genre of sport. Where was everybody saying that? Oh, I hope Floyd Mayweather knocks Ronda Rousey the freak out. Where was that? I didn't see that. I didn't see anybody rooting for. Oh, I hope one of these MMA dudes knock her out. Everybody just laughed. You know what I'm saying? Just laughed, thought it was fun. But now Clarissa Shields does it. All of a sudden now she needs to get put in her place, and she needs to get checked, and she needs to get beat up by a man. They should just let. I saw somebody say they should just let one time hit her and knock her ass out. Like, dog, you a bitch. I ain't gonna lie. Any male that wants to see a woman get knocked out, bro, you a hoe to me. I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. You a straight hoe. The fact that you'd even verbalize that and vocalize that, I think that's okay. I think that shit funny. That shit like, you know what I'm saying? If you say it lightheartedly, you just joking. Yeah, it's just a joke. But they be dead serious, bro. Like, it's crazy, man. Yeah, I appreciate Clarissa Shields, man. You should be celebrating that. We should be pumping her as much as that. You know, the biggest thing that people talk about is her calling out Keith Thurman. What about her just winning PFL? Nobody cares about that. So imagine if she wasn't talking. If she wasn't talking, you wouldn't even mention her name at all. So that's why she has to say outrageous stuff like that, because people don't pay attention. People don't care about her and Cyborg fighting. You see what I'm saying? That's just is what it is. You gotta see the reality of it, man. These people are beasts and warriors, man. That shit just. I'm like, damn, grown men. Like when she was sparring that dude, grown man over there happy. That's what she gets. That serves her right. About time he should have hit her harder. It's like, bro, what are we doing, bro? This is a woman. But then again, these same people that, you know, act like they ain't see what Dana White slapped his wife, right? You know, they don't care about that, right? It's crazy, man. I think that joke is funny, boy. People are funny, man. But I think Clarissa Shields just doing the thing, man. You can take it seriously if you want to. I just laugh at it. I don't think it's nothing too disrespectful, or, you know, even if she does really, which I don't think she does really believe she could beat Keith Thurman, but even if she does really thinks that, so what? You know what I'm saying? She's a champion. So what if she thinks that? Does that mean that she should get knocked the freak out because she thinks that? Is a little kid thinks that they could beat me up? Should I go run up on every 5th grader out there that thinks they could beat me up? Every teacher, every kid that talks back, should they berate them with insults and stuff like that because they think that they can outsmart them? It's called restraint, man. So what if she thinks that she's a champion? She ain't supposed to believe that anybody could whoop her behind, male or female. That don't mean that she right. That don't mean that somebody got to go prove it. That's crazy. Dudes be having these fragile behind egos, man. They be threatened by her. That's why. That's shit weird. That shit crazy, man. I just gotta laugh though, man. Shout out to Clarissa Shields, man. She's the GOAT. Hopefully her and Alicia Baumgardner get the fight, but I don't think that's gonna happen because Alicia doesn't want to move up and Clarissa doesn't want to move down. Which I think is more reasonable for Clarissa. Sorry. I think it's more reasonable for Alicia Baumgardner to move up. You know what I'm saying? Clarissa Shields was there for a reason. She was there at that weight class and she moved up for a reason, rather. So if you want to call her out, you want that, you gotta meet her. Now where's she trying to go? At least have a catch weight, but have her talking about have her coming down to 147. Go back down to 147. It's kind of crazy. You know, so it's just like the Devin Haney thing, right? We all want Devin Haney and Gervonta Davis to fight. Devin Haney got a belt at 135. Could have fought Tank then, but he relinquished the belt and went and fought Regis Prograis. At 140, he was moving up to fight the bigger man. And he came in bigger than the bigger man. He came in at 165, then at 168, super middleweight. He's supposed to be fighting guys Dan Canelo and them. You know, so he's not gonna go back down to go fight Tank now because he moved up. So, and people saying that Tank should move up now to fight him. No, Tank always said he's gonna campaign at 135. Or he don't want to go to 140. So you gotta just listen to what these people say. But I would like to see that happen. I still think Tank beats him at 140. But you know, I don't blame him for not wanting to. But you know, it just sucks because I want to see that fight. I really want to see that fight, man. I think that fight would be good. I think that fight would be good, man. My boy Tank. Like I said, I like Tank to beat all of them, man. But we gotta see it. We gotta see it. My boy Lenny in the building. Gotta see this. We gotta see those fights, man. We gotta see those fights, man. We want to see the best fight the best. I think Naoya Inoue. Who Naoya Inoue supposed to be fighting? Damn, who he supposed to be fighting? Louis Neary. That should be a good one. I think Inoue gonna get him up out of there. Quick work type shit. Cause they're already talking about Naoya Inoue potentially fighting in Australia, which I think would be good, man. Not that he has to not that he has to travel, but I think that's good for his legacy, man. Good his renown. If he keeps fighting in Japan, he gonna end up like Joe Calzaghe. People say, "Oh well, he fought 3 times out of there. He fought in America twice." Yeah, he fought Andrew Maloney or Jason Maloney, sorry, in Las Vegas. He fought in Australia in Las Vegas, yes, and he fought. I can't remember who the other person he fought. It's like, I'm not saying that he has to because for him to be good, he's already good, but for people to gain awareness of his greatness, that's what you need, man. It's like Joe. Who talks about when people think about the best? Joe Calzaghe is 49-0. Does anybody bring up Calzaghe when they talk about the best to ever do boxing? They don't bring him up first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, or last. They don't bring him up at all. No one thinks about Joe Calzaghe because he never left fucking Wales. He stayed on his island of Wales. His biggest wins in his career, so people say Roy Jones and Bernard Hopkins. No, the fuck it was not. He fought Roy Jones and Bernard Hopkins. Both of them were over 40, and that's the first time he left Wales and he went and fought in America. He fought old Roy Jones way past his prime and the old B-Hop way past their prime. He took advantage of it, and that's why he doesn't get considered as a GOAT, because he tried to finesse the system. We're not dumb. His best wins were not B-Hop and Roy Jones. His best wins were freaking Mikkel Kessler and Jeff Left Hook Lacey. Those are two fighters that he fought in their prime who were good fighters. Weren't great, but they were good. They were decent. Those are his best wins. Not Roy Jones and B-Hop. Roy Jones and B-Hop were his biggest names. They weren't his best wins. So I don't want anyway to end up like that, you know, which anyways, competition has already been better than that, you know what I'm saying, respectfully. His competition has been better, but at the same time, he's still a smaller weight division, you know, and you know, it is what it is, you know, the majority of the masses that like boxing, you know, as far as the world, you know, it goes like outside of his home country, not too many people will know him or respect him, like especially in America, you know, you know, they like heavyweights. Even in England, they don't really look at smaller weight classes like that, you know what I'm saying? So, not saying they don't respect it, but they don't really look at it like that, you know what I'm saying? Outside of Japan, Mexico, not even really China like that. I'll say Japan, Mexico, Philippines, and maybe some random South American countries, like maybe like Nicaragua, guys where Roman Gonzalez is from. Every once in a while, you'll see some Colombians that are smaller like that, but for the most part, you know, the smaller weight divisions get kind of lost in the sauce. So if you travel like that, they'll build your renown up. You know what I'm saying? That's what that. And you know, of course, you have like, you know, some Ukrainian small fighters. You have some American fighters like Stephen Fulton, but even then, it's like a lot of people's first time hearing about Stephen Fulton is when he fought Naya Inoue, and vice versa. A lot of people first heard of Naya Inoue when we fought Stephen Fulton. You know, look at, you know, so you gotta have a. But I think it's good because like Bruce Shushu Keratin is coming up, even though he's a higher weight class, and now I think Naya Inoue is what, super bantamweight. Yeah, he's super bantamweight. I think Shushu's at featherweight right now, but that's one weight division away. So they could have some clash or something later, man. Hey, I think Bruce Shushu Keratin, his trajectory is much better than Stephen Fulton's. I like Stephen Fulton too, but you know, I like Gary Russell and them and all those guys. They're some smaller fighters, but I really watch boxing, so I know them. The masses don't know them. Could you imagine if the Russell family was a phenomenal boxing family? All those Gary Russell, Gary Anthony Russell, Gary Antoine Russell, Gary R.J. Russell, all these people. So many Gary Russells. Gary Russell Jr. There's like 5 of them. All out of Maryland. But can you imagine if they were like a middleweight or welterweight or above? If they were at least welterweight or middleweight, or especially if they're like light heavyweight or heavyweight, oh man. You'll see them on freaking Wheaties boxes. Macaroni and cheese boxes. Velveeta boxes. Because they're so small, nobody pays attention. It's just a reality. I got you, bro. I got you, bro. They got the cookies and cream joints with the Hershey's. You feel me? You gotta join the Discord, bro. Join the call, bro. Who you got right now, bro? You got Devin Haney or Ryan Garcia, bro? Who you got taking that fight, bro? You got Devin Haney or Ryan Garcia? I'm going for Ryan Garcia, but I got Devin Haney winning. For the Discord, exclamation mark Discord, brother. You got Haney. I got Haney by UD. I got Haney by unanimous decision. Who said that? I mean, hey, shame on your boy for ever believing in Garcia. No, just like I said, I like Garcia a lot. I like Garcia. But shame on him for ever believing in Garcia. He a fool. No disrespect, but he wallet. What you mean you believed in Ryan Garcia? I like Ryan Garcia. Believe in him? You ain't watched his fights. He good, but you gotta that's the thing, you gotta gauge it. You gotta compare it with the opponents, man. And You know, Ryan Garcia, he wins. But some of them people that he beat, you should have beat a little easier. You know, like Luke Campbell, he shouldn't have had such a hard time. I'm not saying he had a hard time either, you know what I'm saying? But I think he should beat Luke Campbell more convincingly than which he did. Which he did. He got him out of there, and he beat him. But he put money on Garcia versus... Oh, yeah, he sleep. I ain't gonna lie, man. No disrespect. Told him I said I love him, bro. He wildin'. Ain't no way he put money on Garcia versus Tank. Oh, yeah, he wildin'. He deserved to lose every single money he lost. I wish I would have known him then. I would have got me some easy cheddar. You lying. You capping. He ain't do that. You capping, Lenny. He put money on Tank for real? Nah, you capping. He put money on Garcia for real? He must have been drunk. You gotta show me the receipts. He ain't put money on Ryan for real. He put money on Ryan, bro?
Bullshit! Bullshit! Bullshit, 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 bullshit!
Yeah, I think I'm calling BS. Ain't no way. He must be Ryan's cousin or something. He definitely did. That's crazy. Kimbo, go sit down. Yeah, he must be. His last name must be Garcia. He must be. He must be a Garcia. I'm like, you put money on Garcia versus. Come on, bro. I'm trying to think. The only person that I could have put money on, I could understand if somebody put money on Tank against. I mean, on the only opponent of Tanks that I could understand somebody put money on was Leo Santa Cruz. Because at that point, I think Leo Santa Cruz was undefeated. He might have had one loss, an early loss. I can understand people thinking that Leo Santa Cruz would have overcame Tank or something like that. And of course, his early fights too. Of course, Tank's early fights, and yeah. Yeah, I think, Leo Santa Cruz lost to Carl Frampton, but then he avenged that loss later. Yeah, I can understand you put money on Leo Santa Cruz against Tank. And maybe I can understand Mario Bar. Yeah, maybe Mario Barrios too. I can understand that a little bit. But Ryan Garcia, hell nah. Hell nah. With the rehydration clause and all that shit, hell nah. Only way that's what I think. The only way them boys will beat Tank, in my opinion, is because he's 5'5" and they come in bigger than him. That's it. Because Tank is 5'5" and they want to come. That's why Devin Haney don't want to fight him. They ain't talking all that trash. You know he don't want to fight. Not because of rehydration. I'm not saying you should subjectify himself to a rehydration clause, but why did you fight him at 135? You had no problem fighting Lomachenko at 135. You had no problem fighting George Kambosos at 135. So look what George Kambosos and Lomachenko, how he struggled against him. You think Devin Haney knows come on, man. He knows he wasn't gonna be taking 135. That's why he ran his behind up to 140. That man was at 135 for 2 days. Oh, man. He ain't want no parts of the Tank. This is what it is, man. That's the only way I see Teofimo, Shubril Matias, Devin Haney, Shakur. That's the only way I see them being Gervonta Tank Davis is if they blow up and they fight him at like one, you know what I'm saying? They try to come in bigger than him because they're already taller than him and stuff like that. He's a smaller guy. But I will say this though, if Tank keep calling out, if he called out Conor Brennan at 147, you know what I'm saying, then maybe, hey, go take a behind the 140 then. If you're calling out people that are big, then you got to fight. Then go fight these. Go fight those fellas at 140 then. You know, but I just think that Conor Ben looked like easy money to him. That's why I don't think he was really serious about that anyway. I don't think they thought they were gonna get that fight anyway. I think that was just for shits and giggles and YouTube. I mean, not YouTube, Twitter. Yeah, man. Shit, what you got going on though, Lenny? You just chilling? You got the link to the Discord, right? Wait, you ain't get the link, Lenny? Oh, the link ain't go through. I typed it. That's crazy. I told you to type exclamation mark. I typed it too. It didn't go through. Oh, I see. It's not going through on the YouTube side. Okay. Oh, your daughter's sweet 16. Let's go, man. Happy birthday to your daughter, man. Let's go, man. Tell everybody I said hello too, man. Do you see that link right there? Dang, your daughter's 16, bro. Oh my gosh, man. I don't want to assume anything, but I'm assuming you and Keisha, right? Man, Keisha, that's the homie, bruh. I'm so glad. Man, hey. Got the link now? Okay. Y'all still together and stuff, or? I don't like the, pry. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's so awesome, bro. I'm so happy for y'all, man. Y'all are always such a dope, beautiful couple, man. I'm so glad y'all made it, man. Y'all like the only ones that made it, bro. Yeah, Keisha Rock. That's what I'm talking about, bro. God is good, bro. And I remember when Keisha was new in town. Like he said, I got that one. That's me, baby. That's me. That's me, baby. That's me. Oh man, shout out to Keisha, man. Keisha's so dope too, man. She's such a cool person, man. Both y'all cool people, so that's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. 16, bro. Wow. That's dope, man. Happy for y'all, man. Happy for y'all, bro. That's a blessing, man. Shoot, I'm trying to think who else. I'm trying to think who. You and Keisha, and then probably what's her name? Carrie Joe? Carrie Joe and what's his name, bruh? Was it Ryan? Dang, high school was so long ago, bruh. Was it Carrie Joe Clark and Ryan something? They're probably still together. That's probably it. She said, hey, over here. Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. I said, big salute. I told sis, I said, what up? You got it bad, man. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Heck yeah, man. But we got to chop it up sometime, man. I'm gonna let you get to it, bro. And I'm gonna go ahead and get off, man. I'll try to get me in an hour. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be on at 9 o'clock every I don't say every day, but like I'm trying to figure out a schedule, man. Cause I stream every day on Twitch, the gaming and stuff. And what I'm trying to do is get a time where I'm always on the boxing. I'm thinking 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I was gonna do the morning, but I like to that's what I like to make my videos, and so I like to walk with my dogs and be outside in the morning and record my videos, and then I come in and edit, and then and then I do like my trailer reactions on my main channel, my Dr. PG NGM channel, and then my Engineers to the Streets boxing channel. I like to get my boxing videos out, and then this time is when I'll chill, and a lot of times it's me. Like I want to have more people in here talking boxing, But, you know, hopefully that'll come soon, you know, eventually come, good Lord willing, and God's grace, and then have more people talking, man. I like the way the setup that you and Dale got, and, you know what I'm saying, got people talking. It's always good to just have a conversation, man. You know what I'm saying? Makes it more interesting, makes it more fun. Me, I'm just here just talking to my dang self. But hey, that's just for right now, you know, it'll change, I believe. You know, so but yeah, I like that, man. Y'all be going crazy. Well, he says some wild stuff, man. What's up with my boy disrespecting LeBron, man? Tell that man he wildin', man. Talk about he been in the league forever. I said, bro, my boy wildin', buddy wildin'. Just because you've been in the league don't mean you can be as effective as he is. He's been effective forever, too. Don't discredit him, man. There's been plenty of people who just been in the league for 20 years. Vince Carter wasn't nearly as effective as LeBron. Vince Carter's another great player. He wasn't. He ain't got no scoring record. Kevin Willis is in the league for a long time. Kevin Mutombo in the league for a long time. They ain't got no scoring records. So, yeah, I think that does add to, you know, it's like, okay, yeah, man, he does have more points than Michael Jordan because he was in the league longer. Yeah, it makes sense. But at the same time, you can't minimize the fact that he's been effective for this long too, and that adds to his legacy. But however, I still have Jordan over LeBron. But both could exist. You know what I'm saying? You can have Jordan over LeBron and still respect LeBron, or you can have LeBron over Jordan and still respect Jordan. But people, you know, they think those thoughts are mutually exclusive. They're not. I think Jordan is a better player. I think Jordan has better accolades. You know, 6 rings, can't argue that. 2 3-peats, can't argue that. But LeBron, you can't argue 40,000 points, man. You know what I'm saying? He ain't just out there just twiddling his thumbs or coming off the bench or being a role player. This man's a star. Anthony Davis is supposed to be Anthony Davis's team. It's still LeBron's team. LeBron and D Wade and Chris Bosh, as much as I love the Heat, and I thought it was D Wade's team. I still think it's D Wade's team. LeBron was the best player on that team, and they didn't start winning until they gave it to LeBron, and it was LeBron's team. You know what I'm saying? So, does he always make the best decision? No. Does he always win? You know, as far as, you know, does he always make the best decisions when forming a team and stuff like that? No. Does he always win and make it easier? You know what I'm saying? Does he have some holes in his game? Of course. Make you question why he did some stuff, you know, but at the same time, man, hey, I think that LeBron, what you do on Twitch, I be gaming like right now, right now I got the game on, waiting for my homie to join. Let me take this off. I be gaming on Twitch, bro. I'm dual streaming right now. So yeah, I got the game right there. So this is my main overlay right here. Let me show you. This is my regular overlay right here. I got the game on, waiting for my boy to join. So I usually just game. I usually play Tekken. I've been playing Call of Duty lately though. Yeah, that's where I got all my followers and my subscribers on my YouTube and all my followers on Twitch from playing Tekken and 2K. I'm real good at those games, but I like the boxing stuff, man. So yeah, I just have like a couple stuff that I do. From the hood to college, both worlds they had to meet. 6 degrees between. But yeah, man, I'm trying to grow the boxing thing, man. I love boxing, man. I love talking boxing, and you know, hopefully we get. You know, so as I just started streaming, you know, on the boxing channel. I've been mostly working on using videos, trying to grow and stuff like that. But I want to be able to live stream too, because I enjoy that, and conversing with others. You know what I'm saying? Especially about boxing. Boxing can get very hectic, but I want to have a space where people could come and get their opinions off. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to agree. We could agree to disagree. But we could also remain civil. You know, I don't get me wrong, man. But if people want to get ratchet, you know, I'm gonna talk my shit. So don't be civil for me. Be civil for you, because. That's why I tell people, don't be civil for me, be civil for you. Because I get on your head top, you get sensitive. You know what I'm talking about? Pull up and get dropped. You know what I'm talking about? Call my boy Lenny on your head top. You know what I'm talking about? Call it the Naval Fleet. Hey, Lenny, Lenny, you got some pressure, bro. My boy said, oh, he played with a chick. Oh, that's Michonne from Walking Dead. Hell yeah. He said, what you think about Frank Martin? I think Frank the Ghost Martin's good, man. I think he's a good fighter. I think what those people want from Tank. They said that he only fights Hispanic fighters, trying to imply that he only fights flat-footed fighters that come forward to him and are advantageous to his fighting style. I mean, which I don't think is true, because I think all the fighters that he fights are good. I think Hector Garcia is a champion, former champion, is good. Jose Pedraza, former champion, good. Yuriorkis Gamboa, we know what he brought to the table. You know what I'm saying? He fought Barrio Barrios, Lil Santa Cruz, another champion. So Isak Pitbull Cruz, he about to fight Rolly Romero. A lot of people don't want to fight Isak Pitbull Cruz, so you know what I'm saying? People just be hating and blindly talking, man. But now he's fighting a black fighter, a slick fighter. Everybody wanted to fight. Frank Martin's a very good fighter. He's undefeated for a reason. Does he have? He doesn't have a great resume. I'm not gonna cap like he has some great resume, but at the same time, you know, he beat everybody that's been put in front of him, and you know, this is gonna be his biggest fight. This is gonna be his biggest fight. We're gonna see what he really got. I don't think Frank Martin's nothing to sleep on. I think Frank Martin beats a lot of people, which I think is also why he doesn't have too many fights too. You know, I think is a combination of him not getting the opportunity and a combination of him maybe not wanting to like for example like Shakur. He didn't want to fight Shakur, but after seeing him fight De Los Santos, could you blame him? Can you blame anybody for not wanting to fight Shakur after that De Los Santos thing? Broken hand or not, you know what I'm saying? Shakur, I like Shakur, but that was a terrible performance, man. You got to remember that you are an athlete, but and as an athlete and as a boxer, you want to win, but you want to win and still entertain. So people say all this stuff about, oh, I box like Floyd. When Floyd does it, he didn't get hate. No, you did not box like Floyd. Floyd never ran. Floyd be in the pocket, man. You know what I'm saying? He be evading punches and counter hitting. He's a counter puncher. So he would evade punches with the Philly shell. He would evade punches with his head movement. He would evade punches with, you know what I'm saying? He would have his ring generalship and use his footwork, but he would use his footwork to run to the opposite side of the ring. You ain't never see Floyd do that. I would not like Floyd if Floyd did that. You know what I'm saying? People think that because you running, that means you fight like Floyd. No, you didn't fight like Floyd. Go watch Floyd versus Shea Mosley. Show me where he ran. Floyd versus Oscar. Floyd was sitting on the ropes, Philly shelling him. You know what I'm talking about? Counter him. Floyd versus the bigger Canelo. Show me where he ran like Jermaine Ortiz and Shakur Stevenson. Stop it, bro. Floyd did not fight like that. You can't show me one. The difference between backing up and running. Floyd versus Ricky Hatton. Floyd versus Miguel Cotto. I've never seen Floyd fight like that. I can go on. Oscar De La Hoya, Diego Corrales. Rest in peace, Diego Corrales. Juan Luis Castillo. Show me where Floyd ran like that. Where the fight gonna be? Floyd. They haven't released the details yet. You talk about Gervonta and Frank Martin. Yeah, they haven't even released a date. They haven't released a date. It's not even confirmed. This is just reports. You know what I'm saying? These are just reports. They said they agreed to terms. They haven't announced a date. Not to my knowledge. You know, I could have missed it, but I don't think so. They haven't announced a date. They announced a range. They said it'll be in they gave a they let you know what month. I think they said in June, but because now Canelo left PBC, you know, so that's why they're fighting in June, because so they basically reserved that May 4th date, the Cinco de Mayo weekend for Canelo, you know what I'm saying? But since he left PBC now, they could potentially move that date up, you know what I'm saying? So Tank could potentially, we could see Tank potentially as soon as April or maybe even late May. You never know. Yeah, I don't know. I would assume it's gonna be in Vegas though, Lenny. I don't know though. I don't know, because I don't even know, where is Frank from? I know Frank Martin. He fights with Errol Spence in the same stable as Errol Spence with Derek James and them, but I don't know where he's from. So I associate him with Texas because that's where Errol Spence, you know, that's where Derek James and all them in Texas training. Even Ryan Garcia trains in Texas with Errol Spence and them, but I don't know where Frank Martin's from. Oh, he's from Michigan. Oh, he's from Michigan as well. He lives in Indiana, but he's from Michigan. He's from Detroit, Michigan. Okay. Yeah, I would think it's in Vegas because I know his last fights were in Vegas, and of course Tank usually fights in Vegas, so I would assume Vegas. That's just me assuming though. So it's not anything definitive yet. Hell yeah, but I got Tank though. I got Tank winning. But Frank Martin, nobody to be slept on. You know what I'm saying, bro? It's funny. I did a tier list. I did a boxing tier list for the 130. It's a long video, so you ain't gotta sit through it all. But yeah, check it out, man. I rank all these fighters, man, and I say each tier. I give it a name, and like one person tried to get mad at me. They're like, oh, do you even know what gatekeeper means? But I was like, if you look at the description, I explain what the meaning of each tier is. I just put it in boxing terms that people could relate to. I'm not saying that they were literally, if you're in the gatekeeper tier, I'm not saying that you are literally a gatekeeper, but I think that's where your potential is for you to be a gatekeeper, and more so than that's what you are. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna put the link in the chat though. I rank everybody from Rolly Romero to Tank to Frank Martin to Shakur to all the big the more known fighters at the 130 to 140 pound division, man. I rank them here. That's a link right there. Let me know what you think. But yeah, I have Esau Cruz on there. I have Jermaine Ortiz on there. Teofimo Lopez, Vasily Lomachenko, George Kambosos, all those Zapata on there. Sandor Martin, Edwin De Los Santos. So I'm gonna do another one too. Probably for like the welterweight division, or I mean not welterweight because there's nobody really in there of any consequence besides Boots. I'll probably do another one for like maybe like the middleweight or super middleweight, which will probably be a short one too because you know it's really just Diego Pacheco at super middleweight, Canelo, David Benavidez, Dave Morrell, Jaime Munguia, Edgar Berlanga, Christian Mbili, Caleb Plant, Jamal Charlo. I guess it's pretty, but hey, that's pretty decent. I might do that. Hell, that's a pretty decent amount of people right there. But yeah, my character is Michonne from The Walking Dead. I just bought her today. I actually used the character, you know, since I have my PhD in engineering. There's a character in here called Doc. So I usually use her. Her name is Doc on here. So like, you know, I'm the Doc. People call me Doc. And I use Doc. But Michonne just came out today. You know, I love Walking Dead. So I was like, oh, I got to get me Michonne. Cop that real quick. But hell yeah, man. But shoot, man, I appreciate y'all rocking me for real, man. I don't really have any other topics to go over, so unless anybody else want to talk about anything, man, I'm about to go ahead and call it, man. So I'm trying to think if I'm gonna do. I'm trying to I have a definitive schedule. I'm probably thinking at least 3 times a week at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, 9 p.m. Eastern. I want to do at least 3 times a week. Definitely Monday to start off the week. I'm thinking maybe Wednesday. And maybe Thursday or something like that. Or maybe I might do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I don't know. We'll see. What game is this right here? Hey, tell your boy I said I appreciate that, man. Tell him that means a lot, dog. I appreciate it, bro. Yes, sir. We got another subscriber.
Me blood clot.
Let's get right. You said what game? This is Call of Duty. It's Call of Duty. Yeah, it's Call of Duty, man. Oh yeah, and tell your boy I said let me know what he thinks too, man. Let me know what he thinks about that tier list and stuff like that, man. That ain't your boy that put the money on Ryan Garcia, is it? Oh Lord, tell him I said I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro. But I ain't gonna lie, bro. You gave up all that bread, all that cheese, all that paper, all them biscuits. Yeah, you gave up all them biscuits. They was out there making biscuits for the hood with your money. Oh Lord, that's him. Oh Lord, oh no. They was out there giving biscuits to the hood for that money, boy. How much money he lost, bruh? Oh Lord. Baking biscuits for the hood with his money, boy. Oh no. That's all right. Hey, tell him stick with me, man. I get him right, bro. Hey. What happened this past weekend? I made 4 bets. It was a 3-leg parlay and an extra bet. I won all 4 of them, bro. Come on, man. I don't guess boxing, bro. I really be knowing boxing, bro. Now I don't mean I'm gonna be right 100% of the time, but I'm right way more than I'm wrong, bro. I promise you. I promise you, bro. Bro, if I would have bet, I literally called the every single winner in Japan. I called Kosei Tanaka was gonna be. I just didn't put money on Kosei Tanaka versus Christian Bakasegwa. But I called that win. I called the Japan sweep. I called Tanaka Inoue, Takuma Inoue, excuse me, against Gervonta, but I didn't put money on that. I should have, man, but I was like, man, I'm not. I feel like that would have been too risky because I was going off of what I learned about them. I didn't really see them fight enough, but I did see Junto Nakatani fight, and I saw Alessandro Santiago fight. I put money on that. I was gonna put money on the knockout, but I decided not to. But I put money on that. I should put money on the knockout. I got that money. I won that one, and then so I called all 3 of those, and then Andy Cruz versus Brian Zaparipa. That's not really nothing because everybody knew Andy Cruz was gonna win, but I won money on that one still. And then Edgar Berlanga versus Patrick McCrory. I won money on that one, and then I made a bonus bet that Berlanga would knock out McCrory, and he did, so I got me some extra money. Not a lot, but you know what I'm saying, better than nothing. Hey, yeah, I told him you got the bet, man. I appreciate that, brethren. Big salute, dog. It means a lot, man. Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. It means a lot, man. Hey, well, hey, stick with me, bro. And my boy Terrence, somebody I know off YouTube, he came to me, he asked me who was gonna win. Dang, who was it? What fight? I can't remember what fight. Was it Bam Rodriguez versus Sonny Edwards? I called that one down to the round. He said he won like over a stack. He didn't know any of the fighters. He just went off of me, and he's been subbed to me since. I want to say it was Bam Rodriguez versus Sonny Edwards. He said he won like over a stack or something like that. Or was it the? Or was it? Yeah, I think it was that fight. It could have been another one though. Nah, I think it was that fight. But yeah, I appreciate that, Lenny. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? That support, bro. Yeah, I appreciate you vouching for me, man. Hey, word of mouth goes. Hey, that's the best advertisement, man. That shit means a lot too, bro. I'm definitely come through and check you out when I can as well, man. But yeah, I'm about to go ahead and call it, man. I appreciate y'all rocking me as always, man. I love y'all for real. Hey, as always, man, with God, we can do anything. Without God, we are nothing, man. Tell your daughter I said happy birthday as well. Appreciate everybody that came through, man. Yes, sir. Your boy is out. God bless. Love y'all. From the hood to college, both worlds they had to meet. 6 degrees between us, so cold we're about to freeze. But we're Florida boys, hot takes, we bring the heat. We're moving the culture, the engineers to the streets.